106.7 WALH, that was the Tillers with I'll Be Calling. I am here with Jeremie Wayne and Ashley Sanders of the Jeremie Wayne Band. Guys, in 2 words, how are you doing today?
We're doing fine.
Good. This is Third Shift.
Whoa, it's Third Shift!
I just want to talk about all the awesome things that are happening.
With Jesse Littleton.
Well, I've been known just to drink a little bit.
Jeremie Wayne is a singer-songwriter from Clinton County, Ohio. I first met Jeremie at a funeral. If you're fed up with a lot of the music that you hear on the radio, then this is probably for you. Sometimes music can take us further, and I think we should expect more out of our music, whether it be honesty, emotion, or just plain entertainment. We should expect the best. I have a feeling I met one of the best. This is a piece from one of their songs, Take a Ride.
Baby, take a ride with me onto the wild side. Baby, we can go all day. Baby, we can go all night. And just as long as you're by me, oh, I can guarantee you can do anything you want to do in your wildest dreams. So what are you waiting for?
106.7 WALH. I am Jesse Littleton, and this is Third Shift. I'm sitting here with Jeremie Wayne and Ashley Sanders of Jeremie Wayne Band. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing fine.
Good. I'm glad to have you guys here. I met Jeremie, I don't know, it's been a couple years now, I think. And Jeremie's just an incredible singer-songwriter. And if you had to put his music into any sort of frame, you know, you're coming from more of a country type of background. We're going to do a little bit of an icebreaker here just to sort of loosen things up. So we're going to start with a few questions. And actually, you both can answer these, all right? How old are you, Jeremie?
I'm 26.
Ashley?
And I'm 22.
All right. What is your favorite color?
Red.
Orange.
Nice. If you had to describe, or not describe, but if you had to say your favorite movie and or just a few movies that you really dig, what would that be?
Hot Rod.
Nice.
Let's see. Walk the Line.
That's a good movie.
What's the one with Jeff Bridges? Bad Blake. What is that?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Crazy Hearts?
Yeah, Crazy Hearts.
Bad Blake.
He plays a songwriter. What about you, Ashley?
I'm on the nerdy side. I like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings.
Oh, perfect.
We don't get along when it comes to watching movies.
That's all right. Yeah, I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. I've seen him just too many times. And actually, I saw him way too many times in the theater. Like, they're like, what are you doing here again? I'm like, don't worry about it. Trying to save Middle-earth, can't you see? Okay, another question. What's your favorite food? What do you love to eat?
Pizza.
Oh, man.
All about pizza.
Yeah. What about you, Ashley?
I eat a lot of pizza, too.
Yeah. I was told by my wife today, I was like, we got to stop eating pizza. Oh, it's an amazing invention. And it doesn't get better. When I was a kid, I always remember, you know, you'd go to the fair, you go to the basketball game or something, you're like trying to get $1 or $2 from your mom. Like, I got to get a slice. And it was always Pizza in Motion, which was something local around here. Well, very cool. Well, every story, you know, starts with the beginning. And, you know, I'm talking to both of you here. I'm sitting here with Jeremie Wayne and Ashley Sanders of the Jeremie Wayne Band. But, Jeremie, I'll ask you, where were you born?
Wilmington.
Okay.
Wilmington, Ohio.
Okay. And, Ashley, how about you?
Hillsborough, Ohio.
Hillsborough. All right. Well, before we get any further, I guess we have to ask, how did you guys meet? Because not only do you have a working relationship in this band, and you'll see what we mean when they start singing together, but you have this other beautiful thing going on, and you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend. You have a relationship, walking through life together. So how did that happen? In a PG-13 kind of way.
We met in a dark alley. No kidding, we really did.
I think I saw you guys that one day. All right, so you met in a dark alley. Every good relationship starts that way. But something that kind of evolved, and it's you don't see it a whole lot in relationships, is that you actually started making music together. But before we get to that, you have Leesburg, born in Hillsboro, and now you guys are living in Sabina, which is a small town in Clinton County, just an hour north of Cincinnati. How did you guys end up in Sabina?
Well, actually, we met. I had an apartment there in Highland. Moved from Leesburg to Highland, and we were just talking there for a while. And she ended up moving in, and the rest of my family lives up here in Sabina. And a family member asked if we wanted to take over a house up here. And I said, yeah, sure. Nothing wrong with that. So we ended up moving up here.
Awesome. And it's pretty amazing. Sabina in general, that is where I'm from, and I'm also part of a band called Graham Bell Fisher. But there's just so much talent here. And it seems like every week I meet somebody new that's a musician that plays, and it's just so neat that we're all sort of finding each other and really just starting to make music literally, not only in friendships, but we all kind of have our sights set on letting the rest of the world know what we're up to. And with that said, how about you guys play us a song? What are you going to play for us first?
We're actually, since the change of the weather, we'll go with Bonfire Nights.
Good song. This is 106.7 WALH. This is Jeremie Wayne Band.
Bonfire nights, fireless skies, last 2 cans of cold and Bud Light, hanging out drinking with a girl that makes them right. You grab the tackle and line the poles, driving down that old dirt road with the radio up and the windows down, screaming we don't give a damn. Saying summer's here, grab a beer, gather round, let's have a cheer. Kegs on tap, coolers full, and all the girls hanging by the pool singing summer's here, summer's here. Cause we dropped the boat out on the lake, watch the girls tan while I'm in the shade. No tan lines made summer is amazing grace. So we're up all day and we're out real late, watch the fireworks above the lake, and moonlight memories flowing like champagne. And you know that's when your hair's all safe. Summer's here, grab a beer, gather round, let's have a cheer. Kegs on tap, coolers full, and all the girls hanging by the pool singing summer's here, summer's here. And it ain't gonna be like any other weekend, 'cause summer's here.
106.7 WALH. That was Bonfire Nights, Jeremie Wayne Band. I'm sitting here with Jeremie Wayne and Ashley Sanders, now living in of Sabina, Ohio, originally from Hillsboro and Leesburg. So one of the things, in this portion of the interview that we like to talk about is, what's happening with you. And actually I know a lot kind of about what you have going on because I keep up with you. I see it seems like each week and each day you're really starting to build a Facebook presence. And whether, musicians or artists like it or not, that is a big, really stage to get yourself out there to find your audience. So what is your plan? I know that you've got your Facebook thing, but what's the next step for Jeremie Wayne Band?
Actually, we got about 13 songs. The next step's just to start recording it and putting it on a CD and just run with that and try to do a lot more online stuff and try to get it on iTunes and CD Baby. And those are steps to come, and just some more professional videos.
Right.
More pleasing to the eye, and the actual story and the gist of the song instead of just hearing it. That's just...
Well, and that's one of the things that I get from you, and we haven't, I've talked to you a little bit, outside of this about what I think of your music, but there's a certain honesty that seems to be the theme, and I find myself saying that in every interview, but the country aspect of where you're coming from. And I know one night we were all set up here, we were having our Kickstarter celebration party, you sat in front of a crowd of, I don't know, there's probably 12, 15 people around, and we all just sat on the ground and you entertained us. And the one thing that I really got to see in that setting was how each person related to almost every lyric that you were singing, and there's a real human aspect of that. And how did that evolve for you? Because it's one thing to write a song, it's one thing to know how to play guitar, but you really married story and feelings. And was there a moment when you wrote your first song and you're like, all right?
Well, I mean, sitting around, I mean, writing all the time, and I mean, I hear a lot of songs, and it sounds like, I mean, they're trying to write for the public to like it, and I mean, I just started writing about personal stories and positions and stuff that I've been in, and I mean, people just relate to that a lot more, especially in these small towns and communities. I mean, what happens to me, I mean, happens to the next guy, so.
Yeah. I'm a fellow songwriter, so I kind of hate this question as much as the next guy, but, you know, is there a process, you know, for what you do? Are you kind of always go to the lyrics first, or you start on the guitar, you break some stuff and get in a fight with Ashley, and then it comes
That's not happened yet.
Actually, believe it or not, a couple of the greatest songs that I've written, in my opinion, actually come from being around people and they say something, and it just sticks right in my head. It's like a catchphrase, like "Take a ride with me." Mm-hmm. I actually worked with a guy at Mason Fence, and he told me how when he was little, he was just a rebel, kind of a hellion, and he wasn't going to follow everyone else. He wanted to take a walk on the wild side. Yeah. And I was like, man, you know, that's a great song. And I told him, I said, I'm going to use that for a song. And he said, well, you just take it and run with it, man. And I was like, all right. And you know, I mean,
that's how it happens.
Outside of that, normally I just pick up a guitar and I'll start writing a tune, and just all develops.
Now, has that always been a thing for you? I mean, when did you pick up a guitar for the first time?
I was actually right here in Sabina. Used to be a music store uptown there on 729 storefront. Right. I was 14. Me and Dad went in there, and it's like, man, look at that. It's just an old black and white Excel 4-string bass. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I said, I'm going to learn how to play that. And he bought it and showed up at Mom's house one evening and brought it to me. And I was like, yeah, it's the greatest thing ever, best gift I've ever gotten. I played it, and down the road, I just wanted something more to excel at. So I wanted to jump up to a 6-string. And I actually bought that 6-string out here in town, too, at a thrift store. It's a cherry red Rogue with a white scratch plate. And then I got an acoustic, and I mean, at no cost was I ever good when I first started. Family are normally pretty generous, but my stepfather actually come in the room one time when I was playing that acoustic, and he's like, son, will you turn that down? And I just laughed in amazement. I said, this is an acoustic guitar. It literally doesn't have a volume.
Right. No, that's the case for everybody. You know, when you start picking that thing up, I don't know, it's like trying to carry a waterbed around. It's just, you know, it's just almost impossible. Your fingers are hurting. But obviously you climb that mountain, you know, and you're proving yourself to be not only a guitar player, but a great songwriter. So with that, how about you play us one more song? What are you going to play?
I'll actually play one of the newest songs I got. It's one of these ones where you're kind of just upset about something, you need a way to release. It's called It's Going Down.
All right. This is 106.7 WALH. This is Third Shift.
Have you ever got lit and got pissed? Wanna tear something up for the hell of it? You jump in your truck and drive around till you find an old abandoned house. You wanna bust every window out. You kick in the door and tear the walls down. You soak it in gas and light a match, and you watch it burn to the ground. So if you know what I'm talking about, give me a hell yeah, hell yeah. And give me a hell yeah, hell yeah. 'Cause we're young and wild and full of fire. I dare anyone try to put us out. It's going down. Going down. ever been out to a bar in town and some guy starts to run his mouth, and you get lit and you get pissed and punch him right in the lips as he's showing off to all his friends, and you put an end to that real quick. You're blazing gun smoke, brimstone and fire, and you kick a little dust into the wind. So if you know what I'm talking about, give me a hell yeah, hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah, hell yeah. 'Cause we're young and wild and full of fire. I dare anyone try to put us out. So give me a hell yeah, hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah, hell yeah. 'Cause it's going down, yeah, it's going down. So give me a hell yeah, hell yeah. And give me a hell yeah, hell yeah. 'Cause we're young and wild and full of fire. I dare anyone try to put us out. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down.
106.7 WALH. This is Third Shift with Jesse Littleton, and that was Jeremie Wayne Band with It's Going Down. Great tune. And I know you guys have talked about doing some possible music video stuff. Do you have anything like that in the works?
Oh yeah, I mean we're slowly getting some gear, and it's more so of turning it into a realism. I mean, there's lots of ideas floating around right now, but we kind of want to do like outside of the box and not just your typical kind of music video. So it's more of a process here.
If you had to sort of put your body of work into a framework, I guess, who are your influences and what are you listening to now?
I mean, I everything I listen to is all older stuff. So Travis Tritt, George Strait. Just stuff like that. I typically, believe it or not, I normally try not to listen too much on the radio because then I'm just always afraid that I'm going to write something that sounds like everything else, and that's.
I was the same way growing up. I never, I'm not the guy that knows a lot of lyrics and bands and things like that. I wasn't sort of a music nerd that way, and it was just for that reason. I was really interested in finding, my sound, and my voice, and it hasn't. Well, it's led me astray a few times, but it's kept me on track and just honestly kept me coming back for more. So, well, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Now, where can we find you online?
Actually, we're online at Facebook, and it's / Jeremie Wayne Band, and that's Jeremie, and we're also on Instagram and Twitter at JWayne Band.
Perfect. Well, we appreciate you guys hanging out, and honestly, do yourself a favor, go to facebook.com, check out these guys while you can. I mean, I'm not kidding. This, once in a while you get to see things, but this is something that in a few years you're just going to go, wow, I knew that guy once. I knew that gal once. So, but thank you guys so much. You have time to hang out with us. We're going to spin one more tune.
Yeah, certainly.
Awesome. I am Jesse Littleton, and this is Third Shift. Be sure to find us at WALHradio.com, and for the full video of the interview, go to youtube.com/deadrecordsonline. Tonight's programming was brought to you by WALH, Elm Street Creative Studios, Fly By Night, and Dead Records Online.